Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I wasn't even going to speak on this, but I feel like I need to voice my opinion on this because I feel like this is important. And I feel like I need to educate some of you media members as well as athletes, because I need to speak on a certain subject and I'm not even offering a solution, but I'm going to speak on me, but then I'm going to speak on all the scenarios. And like I said, I understand the media and athletes have always had a dicey relationship depending on who they are. Sometimes if a media member gets too personal, it can lead to something outside of sports. Because I do feel there are lines that you just don't cross. And I feel like you don't make things personal neither. I don't hold grudges against nobody. Don't need to. For what? You know, when I was covering fights, like I said, if somebody wanted to interview with me, that was fine. If they didn't, that was fine too, as long as they didn't try to demean me. But I was okay with that. I didn't hold a grudge. I didn't go on a personal vendetta. I didn't go on this mission to destroy this person's character, you know, because at the end of the day, sometimes when you think you going after somebody and you trying to vilify them, a lot of times you come out looking like the villain. And like I said before, one thing about me, I can't speak for nobody else. I try to give y'all the truth from my perspective. And some people don't like how blunt I am about some of the things I say. But at the end of the day, I mean it as well. I truly mean it. I say what I mean and mean what I say. I don't sugarcoat nothing. And a lot of these media members, they take advantage of the fact that they have big platforms so they can use their platform to have influence and influence their listeners to feel a certain type of way about either a certain situation or a person in particularly. And one thing you gonna see about me, I don't follow everybody's script. I have my own opinion and I will stick by it, and can't nobody bully me. Nobody can't change my mind. That's just how I feel. I stick to my guns. I really do. Now, let me talk about this situation that happened. And I'm going to break it down from every scenario and explain to anybody that's listening. And this is just real talk. This is for you boxers out there that's listening and for you media members that's listening. There are lines that we should never cross. Okay? Like I said, if you're a boxer, you don't want to do no interview, then that's fine. Hey, more power to you. Real talk. But if somebody says something about you that may seem to be true, then hey, it is what it is. Now, like I said before, I'm not going to talk about your kids. I'm not going to talk about your mama. I'm not going to talk about, more than likely, the stuff you do outside of the ring, the baseball diamond, the basketball court. In all likelihood, I'm going to try to stay out of that. And what I mean by personal stuff. Now, if you happen to, get arrested and all that kind of stuff, then as media, then it's my duty to talk about that. But I'm like, what you do with your kids and who you dating, now had nothing to do with me. But in case you guys don't know, yesterday, Jamel Chalo, being, animated as usual, apparently he was on a Instagram and he basically was just talking and saying, hey, if I see Blue Blood Sports, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. He trash, unsubscribe to his channel. And he said that he basically threatened to slap Blue Blood Sports. Now, like I said, I know a lot of you boxers listen to my channel. And I need to explain something about y'all that y'all need to understand about us media people so you can have a better understanding of us. You don't know what background we come from, and you don't know who we know, and you don't know what we about. So I think it wouldn't be wise to be going around saying that you gonna do this to somebody and do that to somebody. Because what makes you think we don't know hitters? What makes you think we don't know people that can find us hitters? What makes you think we ain't the hitters? You don't know what we be carrying in our backpacks. Most of those places don't have metal detectors. You don't know what we have. You don't know who we affiliated with. So it would be wise for you not to be talking about who you gonna do this to and what you gonna do. You show gats on videos, that's fine. What makes you think we ain't got no gats? For real. What makes you think we don't got no gats or got access to gats? When you sit up on your Instagram and show your gats, what makes you think we don't have them? Where did you get that notion from? What makes you think we ain't from the streets? When you say stuff like that. So it would be it would be in your best interest. Don't be going around talking about what specific reporter you gonna slap or run up on. Okay? And then let me tell you for obvious reasons why you shouldn't do it. Okay, because one, you're a professional fighter. Your hands is registered as lethal weapons. With the exception of Paulie Malignaggi. I had to sneak that in. But your hands is registered as lethal weapons, which means if you hit somebody, you could possibly kill them. So that's why you would be in a position to where you would probably go to jail for a long time. And if you didn't go to jail, you would probably get sued. And you would be writing up a substantial check for a substantial amount of money. And that would be the first option. Then second option is when you, and then guess what? When you make threats on your Instagram, yeah, whether you erase or not, I could take my camera phone and record it and save it. And then another thing that you guys need to know, all that shit can resurface one way or another. You think you erase it and it won't show up again. Oh, it could resurface. Trust me. And then something you need to know. That also could be used against you as evidence when they sue your ass or they decide to press charges against you. Or even worse, based off the fact that you're a professional fighter and you make a video threatening somebody. Okay, well, depending on what prospective state you are in, guess what? You run up to me and punch me or something, I could pull out a jammy and I can end your shit. And more than likely I'm gonna get away with it because one, you are a professional fighter. Your hands are registered weapons. And then if I got you on tape threatening me, well, I could say, hey, I fear for my safety. And all likelihood, I'm gonna get away with it. So it would be wise not to threaten reporters. Now, if you really on some shit like that, on some body shit, well, make a phone call. You know what I'm saying? Put it in motion. You make a phone call. If you're really serious about it, but you just randomly walking around talking about when you see somebody, you promise that you gonna slap them. Okay, but guess what? That could be the last slap That could be the last slap that you ever commit on somebody. For real. That might be your very last slap. Because like I said, once again, you don't know our background. You don't know where we came from. You don't know who we are. So, word of advice. Don't get on Instagram. Don't get on Facebook. Don't get on none of those social media platforms threatening people. Remember, they're owned by white people. And then here's another thing. They did pass a law where basically they can monitor that stuff, and they could also use that against you in court if something was to go wrong. So just remember that. Just giving y'all some food for thought. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.